And good morning, Minecraft. This is Mr. Kasarian, and welcome back to another episode of Industrial Rotation. All right, let's get started today. We're going to be working on ME Autocrafting because that's going to make my life a heck of a lot easier. So the first we're going to need are some crafting storage units, and those are made with just the appropriate type of storage component and a crafting unit, all right, crafted like so. And I took the liberty of prepping this off camera for you guys just to make our lives a little bit easier. Yay, achievement get, next gen crafting. Awesome. All right, so the next thing we're going to need to get are some herpty-derpty-dur. I know what I'm doing. I really do. All right? I know exactly how I'm doing this. All right, we're also going to need some molecular assemblers. Molecular assemblers. Okay? And those are just some formation annihilation cores. And let's get let's get one of them for right now. Just one of them should be fine. All right? So we open this up. We get some molecular assemblers. Okay. And boom, and we don't have what we need. All right, so we need some more formation cores. Oh, we really don't have what we need, huh? All right, well, let's get some gold. Actually, you know what we're going to do? No. We're going to get some presses, all right? So we're going to get... where is ME? Here. Inscriber. That's what it's called. Inscriber. Awesome. So we need 4 of these. All right. So let's go like this. Let's go like this. Let's go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the recipe on these again? Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. All right. And then we're going to get ourselves some sticky pistons. Do I have any sticky resin laying around? Not nearly enough, as a matter of fact. Okay, well, that's pretty solvable. All right, so let's get ourselves... I had a tree tap. I'm pretty certain I had a tree tap around here somewhere. There we go. By the way, something that took me far too long that I want to admit to find out, just right-click that search bar to clear it, okay? Honestly, I didn't even realize it, and it took me way too long to actually figure that on my own. Yeah, anyways. Double-click in that search bar, turns it gold, and what that does is it actually causes everything else to turn dark and just lights up the things that match that name search. So it's actually a great way to find stuff in your inventory if you're like me and never put stuff away properly. So we'll put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. Okay, so let's go back to Inscriber. Inscriber. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay. And now let's drop this thing downstairs. And we'll put it, I think along this wall will be fine. And what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to put these up like this. So 1, 2, get rid of you, 3, 4. Okay. Just so that I have kind of easy access to these darn things. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come back up to here. Oh, I can't do all of this that I want to yet. Okay. Okay. Right, I forgot about this. You know what, let me come back in just a minute. All right, and we're back, guys. So I had to add a mod, which I've been intending on adding anyways, and I just forgot to add it. All right. So we throw some nether quartz in alloys only mode. It should cook itself up eventually to get us fused quartz. Okay, we can use this fused quartz and glass, thank you, to get ourselves some item ducts. That's right, I have added thermodynamics. I've been kind of putting off adding it because there were some bugs that I'd run into. Not really bugs on anyone else's side. It was actually kind of an incompatibility issue with Greg Tech at the time. Fortunately, that's since been resolved, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Just remember to restart my timer. And we can now get ourselves some item ducts. Now, the nice thing about item ducts is we can get filters with them. Okay, so if we look at filters, we have different types of filters, all right? Blacklist, NBT, blacklist metadata, blacklist metadata, blacklist, 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 blacklist. Okay, awesome. So we can filter items or by fluids. Okay. We could do that. We probably want to get ourselves a hardened filter. So we're going to need Invar ingots, which thankfully we can make. So let's take a look at making ourselves one of these filters. Okay, harden filter. Boom. All we need is some paper. All right, well, do I have any sugar cane? Nope. Paper. How can we make paper? Chemical bath. Chad. I have no idea what that is. We could do wood pulp. That's a bit of a pain in the neck. We could do a carpenter with wood pulp. Okay, so a carpenter with wood pulp works out pretty well. And we can get plenty of that just by grinding up some stuff here. So if we look at... yeah, okay. So let's just get some wood. Honestly, just grinding up some wood's probably going to be the easiest way of doing this. And we'll just drop it into our grinder. All right, grinder. There we go. All right, and now we're going to need to get up here, and we should have a carpenter around here somewhere. At least I thought I had one. Oh, right, I had to put it away, didn't I? Carpenter, there we go. And we just need to get some water for it, too. So we'll put the carpenter there. We'll get this out. Where's that Retta wrench? There it is. Give this guy a whack to turn him over. And let's go get ourselves some water for this. There we go. And we're going to make some paper. Thank you, Minecraft, for having better ways to get paper now, other than me having to hunt for sugarcane for half an hour. Yeah. Paper is always one of those things in Minecraft that I've hated making, because it's like, you have to have so much bloody sugarcane. Also, that doesn't actually get you paper, that technically gets you papyrus, but I suppose that is probably close enough for what we do here. That doesn't go to that chest, it goes to this chest. Sawdust, thank you. All right, so let's get up here. That should get us 8 pieces of paper, I think the crafting recipe looks like. Let's see. And we just have to wind this guy up. There we go. Gives us some paper. Awesome. Paper's useful. 1, 2, that gives us 4. Beautiful. And now we can take our item ducts and we can hook them up like so. Let's drop downstairs again. All right. So each of these on the top is going to be easy. We're going to have a logic press in here. We're going to have an inscriber calculation press in here. We're going to have a silicon press in there. And then we're going to have our other press machine in there. Okay. That's pretty darn simple, right? Right. This is our last one. Oh, it's already my inventory. That was derpy of me. Okay, so if we drop back down to here and we look at the last one, you're going to be our engineering press. Awesome. Okay. And now if I remember, the stuff that needs to go in, if I look at my recipes here, goes into there. Okay. So let's go through the back, actually. All right. 1. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our filters and place them on there. Switch it to whitelist mode. And we're going to need some silicon. Some gold. Some pure Certus quartz, and even a diamond. There we go. So now we open this guy up and we tell him, let's see, which one is this? Logic. So gold can go in here. Okay. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Yeah, that's really what I wanted to do. So we'll do that, and we'll say gold goes in there, right? That is the logic press. Put another item duct down. This one is our calculation press. Remember to set them to whitelist mode. This one is our silicon press. And this one is our engineering press. We just need to make sure these are all set to whitelist. Whitelist, 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 whitelist. Beautiful. All right, and now we just need a servo and a chest. All right, so a servo pulls items out. So let's look at servos, okay? We have a servo, we have a hardened servo, which is 2 seconds, 16 metadata, single slot, extraction rate. Okay, so yeah, let's go with the hardened servo. Just for right now, and we also want to get ourselves a chest. We'll just use an iron chest, why not? We have them, we might as well. Actually, that's a little bit wasteful, now that I think about it. We have some chests downstairs we can use. Okay. So let's go like that, and we're also going to want some item ducts. Item conduit. And let's drop back downstairs, shall we? So what we're going to do here, get back down. We're going to take a look at what's in here. Nothing good. And while we're down here, we might as well pull this stuff apart. Yes, I'm using the wrong tool, but it doesn't make that much of a difference. Okay, so then back here, we're going to put our chest. Boom. And we're going to put the servo on it. Whitelist only. Oh, thank goodness you can shift-click in. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, so now what should happen is we also want to configure this to ignore redstone. Okay? So, then what we're going to do here is we're going to get ourselves some power conduit. Oh, we don't have any. Okay. We need some conductive iron, don't we? That's just iron and redstone. So let's go redstone. Let's grab half a stack. Urib. Let's grab half a stack of iron. You can see we have plenty of both of those, actually. Thank you, Greg Tech. Thank you. That's really helpful. All right, so let's just chuck some in here. Boom and boom. All right. So then we're going to take our item conduits while we're over here. And we're going to go just pretty simple. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Easy, easy, easy. And then what we could do is we can say active without, active without, active without, and active without. All right? And now the next thing we're going to do is I think I'm going to put my crafting CPUs on this wall here. All right? So we're going to go... I don't want to do this. Put him in there. Put him there. These are multi-blocks, and you do want to leave a space in between them, by the by. So we'll do that. Perfect. Okay, so now we need to come out of here. Okay, so I'm going to need not there. Okay, good. So I can come out of here. Oh, right, and that'll provide power to these things. Okay. So we're going to need some more dense cable. That's fine. You know, I could just go with, yeah, let's just do that. All right, so let's just get ourselves a P2P, P2P ME, clicky clicky. Oh, right, we need some of that stuff too. All right, so let's, okay, how am I doing this? How in the heck am I doing this? So that goes there, then this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we need... Okay, so what are you? You are the power feed. Okay, good. All right, I thought that's how I had that set up. Let's yank this one off too, and let's go like this. That's a standard smart cable, I think. So let's just get ourselves some smart cable. Oh, we need covered cable. And that gets a smart cable. All right. And the reason I tend to use smart cable with this is just for the sake of using smart cable here. It's just easier. Yeah, so that's smart cable too. Okay, so we just need a cable anchor just to keep everything from connecting weirdly. Boom. And we need ourselves a dense cable there. And we need some, let's see. Let's look up cable. Fluix cable, we got that. And what we're going to do is we're going to run this stuff over like this. And just run that like that. Okay? And yeah, this is actually saving us a fair bit of resources here. So if we look at the ME P2P, again, we need calculation. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Diamonds, please. We're going to need a fair number of those. Oh, right, this is hooked up now, so we can actually use it. Okay. And let's just look for some... All right, well, I'm getting myself confused again. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to place this here. We're going to put the 2 diamonds in. They should get pulled out eventually. One got pulled out. And what we're going to do... Yeah, so that goes there, that goes there. We'll drop that down. Okay, good. Yes, okay. So that went like that. There we go, printed engineering. Okay. And we can set all of these active without, active without. Oh, good, it automatically puts it on active without. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so we're going to come back up to here. We just need a bit more redstone. And we'll set this up next. Okay, so, yeah. What am I doing? What the heck am I doing? So we'll go like that, and let's see. Inscriber, please. We go. Oh, we already have some in there. Okay, good. Put that back. Okay. So how does this work again? Right. Okay. So we'll put that there. We'll turn this guy on. We'll say that goes up there, and this goes in here, and that should be printing. Okay, good. It is in fact printing, and we are in fact getting our 2 calculation processors. Beautiful. All right. So calculation. So let's look back at the P2P. ME. And we just need 2 of them. Beautiful. Okay. And I think our card is in here somewhere. Card. Memory card. Thank you. All right. So this is pretty simple. All right. Well, as simple as applied energistics really gets. So we're going to put this guy down here like that. And we have to connect a cable to here. Awesome. And then we want to connect a cable. I just put it right here, actually. Boom. Okay. And then we'll put our dense cable right there and connect those like that. All right, device offline it's saying right now. That's because we need to link these. So let's right-clicky on this thing and right-clicky. Oops, nope. Saved setting, load setting. Okay, everything just turned on. Good. All right, there we go. We are active. Great. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves a... What is the darn thing called? We need to get ourselves an interface. All right, so let's open this guy up and let's look up interface. And we'll go clicky clicky. Nope. Okay. Clicky clicky. Nope. Darn it. This is taking longer than I thought it would. All right, so that's well and fine. All right, so we need... Let's just grab 2 gold. Let's just grab 4 gold, actually. We'll just do this. We drop down here. We throw that guy in there. Actually, we should get 1 more inscriber as I'm thinking about this. Yeah, okay. So where the frag do I want to put it? It's a darn good question. Down below it, I guess. Now, where did you guys end up? And where'd the rest of the gold go? Oh, okay. Oh, it's bouncing around a little bit. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine. This is actually a little bit cleaner when you're using just item conduits because they don't bounce around quite as much. But that's neither here nor there, really. So it's okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves another press, I think. Actually, no. We're just going to move the one that's up here, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm like, why bother moving everything around? And that's my timer. But my timer is thankfully set for 20 minutes right now, so it doesn't really matter. So let's get that and this, and let's take a look downstairs. All right, how do I want to put this together? Put it right there, right? And we need a filter for it. Darn it. Darn it. We need a filter. We would need a filter for this now. And I don't have the capability to build filters for these things. Well, do I? I don't know now. No, we can make a filter for this. Okay, good. So let's go to insert mode. And then we also need some... I have to remember how this works. Okay, so let's drop down here. Yeah, okay, I know what we're doing. I get what we're doing. Okay. And we need some more of our item ducts. All right, so we go down, over. We can also, remember with these, you can actually turn off. There we go. And I need another filter. All right, so let's go filter. And just a standard filter should do fine. I need some paper, though. Thought I made plenty of paper. I could have sworn I made plenty of paper. Well then. And we're back, guys. Okay, that was fun, unique, and interesting. Yeah, we're still having some issues, but whatever. All right, so let's grab our Supreme Pizza out of there, and let's give this guy a good... Takes a little bit of time to eat him, but we're good. We just ate. Awesome food. Okay, so we're just running some power cables now. Though I guess we don't really have to, but it's going to be nice just to have power over here anyways. So we'll put this up there. We'll disconnect that. We'll disconnect this guy. Awesome. Okay, so now we just go through here. And, yeah, that's not going to work. We have to go up one. There we go. So this guy theoretically has power. Printed silicon goes in the bottom, right? Okay. So we're going to need to remember to insert that as well. So if we get our item conduit out, we can go... Do I want to go left or right? Well, we're already using this side, so we might as well go down here. Okay, and then let's just disconnect this. Boom, okay. And now we just need those filters. Thank you. And we just need some redstone. And we should already have the printed silicon laying around here somewhere. Okay, so let's open this guy up. Let's take the printed silicone out of there. We'll configure that to insert mode. And, right, we actually needed a filter courtesy of the other mod, which means I need a hopper. Thank you. There we go. And let's just plug the filter in there. And we'll tell this guy the only thing that he can actually pull out of there is printed silicon. So there we go. And whitelist printed silicon priority 1. Good. Okay. And now this side here, we're going to have to slap a filter in and tell him that he's whitelisted for redstone. Okay. And then this side up here, we're going to have to slap a filter in and tell him that he is only allowed to insert printed circuits. Let's do whitelist. And priority 1. That, we need some pure Certus quartz to go in too. So let's look at, let's see, engineering. That's a silicon. Where's our calculation processor? There we go. Put that in and allow that to stamp up. Bingo. And we'll put that in there as well. And we also need to tell it about calc. No, okay. So we'll do a diamond in there as well. And where are you? Come on. Calculation. Wasn't engineering down here? Yeah, it was. And we'll put that guy in there as well. So we can also only do calculation processors. And we will tell that to this thing to boot. Okay, good. So now what I should have to do is if I throw this in and this in. Oops. Let's do that. You're whitelisting redstone into the back of that. And yet, why aren't you inserting? Interesting. Can it only be through the side, maybe? Let's do this then. There we go. And then, or are you not connected in some weird way? Let's see. Or are you just not wanting to insert at all? Oh, derp. Okay. That would be the reason why. Okay. So let's pull that out. We can wrench all this back. We can put this back in. Rule 1, if it's not connecting and you think it should, you probably derped up somehow. Okay, and then we have some printed silicon that goes in there. And let's get a bit more silicon out too. And of course we're bouncing around and backstuffing like mad here, but that's neither here nor there. What we can also do here is in, out, extract, active without signal. And that should be fine because that's filtered. Oops. If we look at that, that's good there. Okay. So the last thing we're going to need here, let's pull that calculation processor out of there. And the redstone is just going to go in. There's no big deal to that. So let's put that guy in, and then let's put that in there. And what we can also do, oh, I hope it's not doing what I think it's doing. Okay, it's not pulling out because we have too much redstone in the network. All right, that's fine. So let's pull that guy out. You are allowed to pull that out, right? Yeah, okay. Let's pull that out. That's in there. That's not backstuffed anymore. And we should have some printed silicon showing up eventually. Let's just in the crafting stage still. That's there. Extract. So why aren't you extracting now? You should be. Whitelist, insert, insert. Okay, that's all well and dandy. So why aren't you inserting? We have everything in there. Why aren't you inserting? Is it jammed on something else? I don't think so. Anyways. Okay, so let's go into here. We need ourselves an interface, all right? And this is how we're going to get items back into our network. So interface, boom, we don't have this one, the formation core. We now have the formation core. And we now have ourselves an interface. Beautiful. Let's put these pipes that we don't need away. Okay, so now what we should be able to do is simply, that's on export, and we should be able to just do something like, how do I want to do this? Yeah, let's put that there, and we'll just go up with this, and we'll go into insert priority -1. All right, so what should happen now is when items are finished, so 1, fine, 1, 2, 3. And let's just load this up with those cards we have. Okay, I don't understand why this isn't inserting into here. All right, we're an insert, whitelist, ignore meta. Let's say ignore metadata. Priorities 1, channels green. All right, there's no reason why that shouldn't be doing that properly. Unless maybe... Does this act in a weird way? I don't remember now. I'm now, like, seriously not remembering if this acts in a really weird way with this. Because it looks like it should insert from the bottom. And it works on the other one, too. Like, I have this working. This is all connected here. This should be working. It works on the other one, too. Like, there's no reason. Maybe that's it? Maybe I had it flipped over by accident? Hey, there we go. I did. I had it flipped over by accident. Awesome. Okay. So we can go like that, and then this and this. Awesome. Okay. So now we're actually functional. Good, 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 good. And then this will automatically return into our AE network. Unfortunately, we're out of time, and we don't have enough time to actually get this set up. So this is going to be a two-parter. In the next episode, we're actually going to come back and look at how to make this function properly. All right, so this has been Mr. Kasarian. I want to thank you all for watching. It has been fun as always. Hopefully you enjoyed this too. We got our auto crafting for circuits done. I was able to do it this time without using Steve's Factory Manager, so that's always positive. I know you guys are kind of split about Steve's Factory Manager. I get it. I know. I get it. Anyways, guys, this has been Mr. Kasarian. I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and we will see you next time. Until then, happy mining.